Good morning, class. I am so excited to be here today on this wonderful, wacky Wednesday. Today, our story is about frogs. And this one is called It's Mine. And it's a fable written by Leo Lionni. A fable is a story that's not a true story, but it's a story that's been passed down and told over and over and over again that has a lesson in it. I wonder what kind of lesson this one is going to have. So it's called It's Mine, and you can see the frogs and the butterfly. Let's check the back of the story. Does the back of the story have any hints? It has, I don't know if they're weeds and some rocks. And no words. It doesn't have a lot of hints in the back today. Let's read the story and find out what it's about. It's Mine. Cover page. And here we go. In the middle of Rainbow Pond, there's a small island. An island is a piece of land that's surrounded by water. And smooth petals line its beach, and it's covered with ferns and leafy weeds. Do you see all the leaves and the weeds and the rocks? On the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs. If you're quarrelsome, that means that you're arguing a lot and you're kind of fighting and not making green choices. And their names were Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. And they quarreled and they quibbled from dawn to dusk. That means that they spent time arguing from morning until night. "Stay out of my pond," yelled Milton. "The water is mine." "Get off the island," shouted Rupert. "The earth is mine." Wow, they are not being nice. And if you look, when one is making red choices, the other frogs look sad. "The air is mine," screamed Lydia as she leaped to catch a butterfly. And so it went. And every time one of them was kind of making red choices, the other frogs look sad. See, their faces are going down in a frown. It looks like their feelings are hurt. One day, a large toad appeared before them. "I live on the other side of the island," he said, "but I can hear you shouting, 'It's mine, it's mine, it's mine,' all day long. There is no peace because of your endless bickering. You cannot go on like this." And with that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off for the large worms, and the other ones hopped after him. "The worms are for everybody," they cried. But Milton croaked, "Not this one. This one's mine." See the worm in his mouth? Suddenly, the sky darkened, and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air, and the water turned to mud, and the island grew smaller and smaller as if it was going to be swallowed up by the rising flood. And the frogs were scared. Oh no, it's a big storm coming. And they're scared. They don't know what to do. Desperately, they clung to the few slippery stones that still rose above the wild, dark water. But soon, even those stones started to disappear. Oh, do you see the lightning in the sky? There was only one rock left, and there the frogs huddled, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now that they were together. They were sharing the same fears and the same hopes. And little by little, the flood of the water went down. The rain fell gently, and then it stopped altogether. But look! The large rock was not a rock. Oh, what is this? Do you remember? Yes, the toad. It's not a rock. It was a toad that saved them. "You us, said the frogs. Oh, now look at their faces, how they're all smiling. Even the toad is smiling. I wonder if they're going to start making green choices instead of red. The next morning, the water had cleared, and sun rays chased the silver minnows. Minnows are baby fish on the sandy bottom of the pond. Joyfully, the frogs jumped in, and side by side, they swam all around the island. Do you see how happy they are? Because they are sharing with each other, and they get to play together, and they're not fighting anymore. Together, they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air. Uh-oh, what do you think they're going to do with those butterflies if they catch them? And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way that they had never been before. Isn't it peaceful, said Milton. Isn't it beautiful, said Rupert. And do you know what else, said Lydia? It's ours, she said. It's theirs. They're all in that world and the island together. The end. Bum, 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 bum. So today we learned about the frogs that were making red choices, and then they changed it to their green choices when they decided they wanted to start taking care of each other and showing each other love and kindness. Okay, today's challenge is going to be to go on a number hunt. So I want you to look around your house and see how many things you can find that have numbers. I looked around my house today and I found a box of crayons. On the crayons there's a 2 and a 4. And I found a puzzle. And the puzzle has a 1, a 0, and a 0. And I found a remote. Did you know that TV remotes have numbers on them? They're right here. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. And one more thing that I found that has numbers is a notebook. This notebook has some different numbers on it. There's a 1, and down here there's a 7 and a 0. So I cannot wait to find out what numbers you find out. Now, what if you can't find any numbers in your house? I think they're there. But if you can't find any numbers, you could always choose to make your own. So you can make a straight line down, and then you're done. That is how you make a 1. Or you can make a 2, which is around the track, then go back, choo-choo. You could even make a 3, which is around the tree, around the tree. That is how you make a 3. I can't wait to find out what numbers you're going to make today or what numbers you're going to find around your house. But before we go and get this day started, we have to sing our good morning song. Are you ready? Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning, my friends. Good morning to you. I hope you have a wonderful, wacky Wednesday. Bye.